再见 Shanghai!
Hey, welcome to Suzhou, episode 2 of our 1 month in China series. We'd heard from others before coming that Suzhou was the Venice of Asia, and that it was a great place to visit when in Shanghai because it's so close. So when Tinja, Jiawen and Diana said they were going, we had to join in to see what all the buzz was about.
We're at the Shanghai station.
So quick tip about buying train tickets in China. The easiest option for us was to use trip.com. On their app, if you navigate to their train section and enter your starting and destination stations, you can find all the available times and seating options they have for the date you were looking for. And don't panic when you don't receive an email or message with your ticket in it.
The tickets for a train is your passport.
Yes.
Just to put it out there, but you can also procure tickets through apps like 12306 or WeChat. But 12306 requires an ID verification to register, which didn't work for us, and WeChat charges a booking fee just like trip.com. So choose your own adventure, I guess. Anyways, this was our first time on a train in China, and one of us was really impressed with how many people there were.
This is everybody going to Suzhou.
No. They have a different destination.
Half of them are going to Suzhou.
Wow.
Maybe.
사람 정말. Oh wow.
The train to Suzhou was a short 30 minutes, and we were quite pleased with how clean and comfortable it was. It gave us enough time to gather our thoughts and anticipate our time in Suzhou. Oh, and you see the security check? If you're planning to utilize the metro or train, or even enter attractions like museums or parks, be prepared to have your bags go through a scanner like this upon entry and exit. As we entered Suzhou, we saw that the initial scenery didn't look like the Venice of Asia that we'd heard of.
Good, stop.
It was impressive for sure, but it also felt like it could be any other big city in China. But it did give us one thing we'd remember for the rest of the trip. Huizhou sourfish soup.
It's sauce.
It's like a sauce.
It easily became our favorite dish of our entire time in China. We didn't know it yet, but nothing else would beat it. Then we crossed into the other Suzhou, and it was stunning. The canals, the bridges, the old houses leaning over the water. This was the part that's been here for 1,000 years, and they'd kept it standing.
여보. Hey.
拍照拍起来，哈哈不嘛。
It's very touristy.
Yes. Here is the map. To see where you are, where you can go.
Great.
But the longer we walked, the more I noticed something I couldn't quite name. Every old building was a shop. Every shop sold the same silk, the same tea, the same snacks. The buildings were preserved, but everything inside them felt manufactured. This isn't any new thought. You can find the same phenomenon in any touristy area in the world. But it got me wondering anyways. What is actually being preserved? The buildings? Sure, but what of the life that used to happen inside them? Was it still here? Or did we trade it for a nicer version we could sell tickets to? I didn't have an answer. I still don't, completely. It's a question that stuck with me a lot longer than the 2 days we spent there.
Oh, this is pretty.
The next day was overcast with light showers, but that wasn't going to stop us from tracking down some warm grub to fuel a day of exploring.
Rainy day in Suzhou.
And we eat here.
Oh, top one. Oh, it's okay.
Thank you. You can put.
So with full tummies, we set back out into the streets of Suzhou. And seeing everything now in daylight, we were reminded in a new way of its beauty.
I'm walking along Suzhou, Tinja, closer to Diana. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
It was as our time in Suzhou was nearing a close that we decided to sit down at a cafe. As we sat there, my mind kept going back to that question from the old town. What's really worth preserving? I think 2 days here gave me at least a part of an answer.
Friendship forever. Friendship forever.
I said amen.
It was never going to be just these buildings and streets. It was the opportunity to explore them together with these people. Friends scattered across the world who somehow ended up in the same small city for 2 days. And the hard part about getting older is that these moments get rarer. Everyone's busy, everyone's far. And the people we cherished at one time in our life could grow distant at another. That's why we want to be intentional about spending time with friends, so that we wouldn't take moments like these for granted. In fact, the first 5 months of our travel was made possible by those very friends we'd made efforts to meet. And we look forward to meeting many more.
You don't have to mix the milk.
그 고프로야?
But for now, one more city, one more reunion waiting in Beijing. And we were getting there on something neither of us had ever done before. So until then, we're Johan
And Ahi.
aka JoAhyouu, and we'll see you in our next video.